Lounge. Only on Hot 93.3.
Welcome to the Ladies Lounge. Yes, you are now listening to Ladies Lounge, the newest nighttime talk show. I am Dami OK. So the Ladies Lounge is an all-new show that I'll be hosting along with BB Ray. She's in the abroad right now, but she'll be back. She'll be back next week. We host it every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. right here on Hot 93.3. Here at the Ladies Lounge, we aim to provide a platform whereby we discuss, inform, educate, and celebrate all things women. Yes, we are pushing the envelope and changing the narrative. So to be sure, join us every Wednesday here at 9 p.m. on Hot 93.3. So today, as I said earlier, we're going to be talking about sex. All right. And we have a guest with us. We have Lynxxx in the building. The first time ever that we have a male on the show. So it's going to be an explosive one. You know what I mean? We also have a guest host as well. You know I do. Until BB comes back, we have our guest host. And Laura, TV girl, she's going to be here. Laura from Pop Central is going to be here as well on the show. So I'll leave you with Chris Brown, Take You Down. We're going to have nothing but sexy music tonight because, you know, just get y'all in the mood as we talk about it. All right. So for now, I'll leave you with Chris Brown, Take You Down. When we come back, we're going to dive right into it.
Ladies Lounge. Only on Hot 93.3.
Yay. And Lynxxx is here as well. How you doing, Lynxxx?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
How have you been? You are the first guy on the show. Do you know that?
Come on.
You are the first guy here, so we have to, like, you know, run you your accolades and everything, right? If y'all don't know,
clapping for him.
If y'all don't know, Lynxxx is a Nigerian recording artist and entrepreneur. All right, you know his tunes.
Let them know.
And you just told us that you've got new music coming on the way.
Yeah.
I am so excited. It's about time, sir.
It's about time, huh?
It's about time.
It's been a minute.
Like, why did it take you so long? What's been going on?
Because I've been, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, so
yeah,
I had to take some time off music so I could build some other companies. So, thanks to God, that has, you know, come to fruition. I have a digital media agency called I Create Media.
Right.
And we do like branding, websites, app development, digital marketing, content creation for brands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I also have my beard oil company.
Ooh.
With Ajali and Make Naturals. What else do I do? I do a bunch of things. I have a vape company called Vape Nation.
Sir, you've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
Busy.
So
You're
I've been working, but on the low.
Yeah.
No shouting.
You really have your hands in everything, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of things.
So what about Syndicate? Tell me about that.
Yeah, Syndicate Records is a record label. My record label is about 2004 till 2019. That's how many years? Like 15 years?
Damn.
Yeah, so it's 15.
At that time is grown.
It's 15 years old. You know, myself, Icon, Blink, Nedu, DJ Obi. Yeah, that's Syndicate Records. So, I mean, I've been recording music ever since. Like, I haven't stopped recording music.
So you just
I just have a whole lot of music
Wow.
on release. You know, my last album came out 2016, the album before the album. So it's been a minute, but like, yeah, in a couple weeks, man, Unleash, you understand?
I'm excited. I'm actually excited for new music.
Yeah, def.
And we got Laura in the building as well. Miss TV host.
Hi.
First lady of Pop Central on the morning show.
I try.
You try. You do well.
I
You do
try.
well, sweetie.
I try.
You've been doing the dang thing.
I mean,
What's it been like since you left Flytime?
well, it's it was totally different. You know what I mean? It's like going from a recorded show to live shows.
Yeah.
You got to be there every morning, 10 to 1 a.m. If you're having a bad day, nobody really cares.
Nobody
Just
cares.
Put your game face on and do the thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I got used to it since February to now. It's been 6 months.
Yeah.
So I've been
You've been working.
I've been trying.
You've been working. All right, guys. So you already know that we're going to be talking about sex.
That's one of my favorite topics.
We're going to be talking about sex today. So we are not leaving anything untouched.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you so much for that information.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it all. We're going to be talking about celibacy.
And
we're going to be talking about consent, different forms of like orgasms, all that.
Oh,
all that
wow.
good
Really?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
going all the way?
all the way. Right, we're going all the way
I don't know
in there.
nothing about that, but yeah.
Yeah, of course
don't
you
worry,
I'll
don't.
learn from you guys.
We
Of
will
course
we'll
you don't.
educate you.
I'll learn from you guys.
Don't worry, we'll learn from each other
Yeah,
today.
it's so liberating being able to talk about sex. You know, like I do the morning show, so they always be like, "Hush, no, you can't say some certain things."
Yeah, and that's what I want to. The first thing I want to talk on that is like the stigma of it. You know, why don't people talk about it enough? Because you know, especially like us Nigerians, be like,
It's because we're hypocrites in this country.
Everybody's a hypocrite, though.
Yes,
literally,
we are all hypocrites. Like it doesn't matter what.
Nigeria's population is growing in numbers.
Listen, I
so
saw-
we know that people are doing the deed.
That bad goes in.
That was
Start doing the stuff.
People are definitely doing the deed. So why are we not talking about it? Why are we not being safe? You know?
Like I said, we're hypocrites in this country. We like to act like nothing is happening when it's happening under us. We have reached, I think we're nearing almost 100 million people in this country.
Yeah.
And, you know, people are constantly trying to cover up things with religion. They tell you how you're not supposed to have premarital sex. They tell you how you're not supposed to do some certain things. You're not supposed to talk about a certain thing. If you talk about it, it means you're not godly, you're not holy, or even as a woman, when you talk about things like this, they look at you as a loose person. You know?
Yeah.
When you have these conversations, or maybe when you're having a conversation with a guy, and then once you talk about sex, or once you dive into sex, then okay, this one, I go chop this one sharp. Do you understand what I mean? So it's like people are, it then kind of restricts you from the kind of conversations you would want to have with the opposite sex, because I'm thinking, if I start talking about sex with this person now, it's thinking definitely I'm gonna hit this.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of men, you know, when a woman is very open and she's very sexually aware, a lot of men think that she's loose. And it's like, I want to have sex. Doesn't mean I want to have sex with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I want
And then
you.
they take that as an opportunity to just try and be all grabby, touchy, and then try, you know, just overstep the boundaries and try to then have the uncomfortable, you know, type of sex that I would not have with you if you're a stranger.
What is an uncomfortable type of sex?
Or uncomfortable type of sex conversation. Let me put it that way. Like, you know, if there's the type of conversation you would have with a friend who is one-on-one. Like if we were talking about stuff and we had a conversation like I did with conversations with my guys, and me and you were talking about, you know, friends and being friends with guys and one, I can have conversations with that like that with you, because there are some things that we even talked about outside the main thing we were recording. Now it will be weird to just have a guy randomly come up to you and be like, okay, do you have sex? And you don't know me from Adam, you know?
Yes.
And people actually do that, like, do you have sex? When was the last time you had sex? Something like that. So I'm like, why you?
Well, since we have a guy in the building, I'm going to throw a question at you, right? Like, I know I'm making you the advocate and scapegoat for all men right now. You're representing all men.
That's
Sorry,
weird.
we're putting that on your shoulders. Why do men always ask this whole, what's your body count?
Does that
why?
really matter?
Does it really matter, do you think?
I don't ask that question, so I actually can't relate to it. But the thing is, like, it all depends on what kind of guy he is. If you're bothered about that, why do you want to give yourself that much headache?
Right.
To, you know what I'm saying, worry about, like, before you were there, doesn't really concern you, does it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it depends. Here's the thing, like, if it depends on where you're trying to also go with the relationship, because you want to be aware of maybe a little bit of a past, or you know what I'm saying? Like if it's somebody you want to take serious, you want to marry, you want to really invest, and it's not just a fun thing for you, then you could be inquisitive and just, you know, try and get to know her, know a little bit about her past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's relative to the person, but I don't think it's a guy thing, because I feel like women ask the same question too.
I
don't think we ask.
I don't think we ask it as much as men.
Because you've asked us. So
it's like we'll fire it back.
I don't think that's the case.
I think that's what it is.
Speaking for myself, like
women have asked you.
Yeah, I've gotten that question in the past numerous times, and it's not because I ask, because I don't ask that question.
But does it matter to you though? Does body count matter to you?
Personally, to me, it doesn't, because I'm very selective anyway. Yeah, I mean, so yeah.
What do you mean, like you're very selective?
It means that I'm very picky.
So like
I know what I want, so I'm not just gonna be, you know, here and there every day looking for babe. And then, what's your body count? Like, nah, I take my time when I meet people, or if I'm interested in somebody, and it takes a lot of communication to ease into who we both are as individuals.
Right.
You know, so somewhere along the line, she might want to open up and say, oh, you know, this is where I've been, this is where I've been. But that's very rare because, like, that topic is not really my style.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah,
if you decide to be with somebody, then everything before that, everything else before you doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not my
How I
style.
feel.
But some guys want to know. You see, there's different types of approaches to like how guys and girls meet. There's some guys who meet babes every Friday night.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then in that
Those club
situation,
hoppers.
they're probably not looking for anything
Right.
more than what it is.
Right.
You know, so they might ask those questions just to see if my guy don't reach it for, you know, that kind of thing. But
right.
I feel like if you're someone who's settled in yourself, you necessarily wouldn't need to ask that question.
Right. That's that confidence talking. Like, you know, when you're sure of yourself, you don't really need to know all these kinds of things. And I think a lot of guys are not. And I think they don't talk about it enough, where it's like a lot of men are insecure when it comes to these things.
I know.
Because they can touch anything that moves.
Right.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
They'll probably have 150 bodies on them, and then a woman tells them, oh, they slept with 20 or 10.
Problem.
There's a problem.
Right.
I know I've seen in a lot of places, a lot of guys have actually said, oh, if the woman I want to marry,
Right.
if she has a body count of more than 3, I'm not marrying her.
And that's why every girl you see, if you ask them what's your body count, it never
They'll
passes
tell you.
5.
They'll never tell you if it's more.
It never passes 5. Like, what's the body count? 5. Oh, yeah, the 5th person. That's it. Because everybody wants to be lied to. That's why it goes back to being hypocrites. You get what I mean? It's like how you ask, why is it even important to you? As long as I think the first things first in anything, even if you're looking to get in a relationship with somebody, you should get tested.
Right.
That should be the first thing.
Talk
Get
about
tested before you even do anything. Like, even like, you know, lip-sync and lip locking and whatnot. Before you do any of that, when you've already realized or decided that, you know what, I'm going to be just more than friends with this person.
Yeah.
First thing should be, listen, let's go get tested. So after that, and you both come out clean when you've done your general test, I don't think anything else matters after that.
I don't even think people talk about that enough. Like, hey, let's get tested. I think it's not even a cool conversation to have, because
Why isn't that a cool conversation?
Because I think
health should be the first thing you think about, even before anything else.
Absolutely. But let me just give you a scenario. Imagine you're in the club, you're looking at this guy, he's looking cute, he's looking at you, you looking cute, you flirting, you dancing, you know, grinding up on each other in the club, and he's like, hey, let's
yeah, on your way home, stop by the pharmacy and grab on your way home, stop by the pharmacy and grab a home kit.
Let me tell you something, ain't nobody doing that.
People do it.
You think you do it?
People do it. I didn't say me. I said people do it. You gotta make people do it. You gotta make people do it.
Yeah.
You know? Make people. It's really simple. You want to buzz, right? let's just go all the way. And sometimes there are people who are allergic to latex. There are people who are allergic to condoms. There are people who we all know. We can talk about this, right? I can say whatever I can say.
Yeah.
But we all know that sometimes, even as a woman, just a tiny anything can change your pH balance, like
right.
your balance. So how about I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to not have some of your situation. So
I don't want your situation.
So how about we just stop by the pharmacy? It's only gonna take 5 minutes. You pinch yourself, I pinch myself with a needle, and we're good. I mean,
Lynxxx, have you ever done that? Stop by the pharmacy on your way to get some basketballs?
Z.
No, I'm just saying that's like the easiest thing. If it's going to be so hard, because some people just get scared with the thought of, okay, let's go and get tested.
Yeah. I think people feel insulted. I think they're like, "What, you think I have something?" Like,
no, it's not about thinking you have something. It's about me protecting myself before even thinking about you.
It's true.
Well, I mean, I feel like even in that situation, that's still like a one night stand kind of situation because, like, I don't know how to explain it.
See, sometimes condoms break.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's like people who go out to have that kind of fun.
Yeah.
They're not even thinking about none of
They're
that.
not thinking about that. Some of them are half drunk.
I'm going with what you said. You meet a guy, you guys are feeling each other in the club. You're thinking, let's go to mines.
Yeah,
and,
you're
and
half
you
drunk.
go on the way home, you stop and buy shawarma.
That's what you stop for. You don't stop
you
for
and buy shawarma.
But I'm just thinking, maybe that's
soft
why.
drink.
That's why I don't randomly go and pick up a guy in the club, because I'm very finicky with this kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you have to, like,
Absolutely.
you have to get tested. Like, if we want to, even if it's a situation of where you guys want to see each other for over a long term, and you know that okay, there's going to be protections involved, but still. These things are not 100% safe. They can break in a position, and then you not be having heart attack. Exactly. Will you not be having heart attack when you're going to? Everybody should just know what everybody has,
right?
Even if it's not going to be like a one night thing, or you guys want to keep it up. Even at that time when you guys are keeping it up, please, everybody should get tested.
You know, that's pretty true. You know what? I'm going to ask you guys that are listening. What do you think about the body count? Would you ask your partner or someone who you just met or whatever about the body count? You can hit us up on the WhatsApp portal on 081-800-89933. You can send us a voice note. You can call in as well on 081-824-26591. Have a conversation with us. Join in and let's have some banter about this. Yes, also, do you think that everyone should get tested? I know everyone's going to say, yeah, you should get tested. But I mean, like, typically, like, if you're in that setting, are you thinking about, oh, does this person have an STI?
Yes.
I doubt it.
No.
Honestly, I'm really thinking about the scenario. You're really grinding against this hot girl in the club, and then the next thing you tell her is, hey, do you want to go get tested before we go down?
I think that's more suitable in a situation where, you know, you guys are going on a daytime thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because,
not
like,
someone you met in the
like
club.
Night crawlers are not thinking about none of
night crawlers.
Then we'll forget about the lipsing and the locking, and to keep it for another day when everybody's sober.
The herpes of the mouth is real.
Exactly. See, those kind of things are the things that scare me.
Right.
They scare me. That's why I beg you.
Did you hear this?
Exactly. Everybody's
no basketballs will be had.
Lock up, man.
Lock up the thing.
It can't. That's where celibacy comes in. If you can be celibate for a long time or for a period of time, then not having sex wouldn't be a problem for you. There's sometimes when you can go like 3-4 months and you haven't actually had sex, and you're it's after Jonathan, you're not bothered about it. So I'm thinking, if I'm gonna break that particular pattern for you, you gotta come correct. Listen. My hospital works 24/7, 365. It's not 5. It won't take you less than 30 minutes to get a test done. Let's go there. Even if it's 2 a.m. in the morning.
You did.
We'll go there,
yeah, let's do
get it done, come back. If the mood has gone by that time, we'll try and set it up again. If not, forget it.
Yeah, that's true. Lynxxx, word on the street is you're celibate yourself.
Yeah.
So what's that? Has been like how long?
There's no word on the streets. I said it myself.
You said it. Okay.
It's not coded.
It's not coded. Okay.
Nah, I'm open about it, man.
Tell us about it. You know what? It's so refreshing to hear a guy talk about it like so openly.
Right.
I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I've been hanging around with the wrong people for sure.
Be open about it.
Yeah,
you know?
someone who's open about being celibate and all that. Like, speak on it. How long have you been celibate for?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years now.
Wow. What made you make this decision?
I got saved in 2015.
Right.
So it just, I really like surrendered everything.
Right.
So, I mean, I couldn't, like, my calling was not patch. It wasn't half and half. It was total surrender. So, as I got knowledgeable about the things of God and stuff like that, I realized, like, okay, if I'm really going to do this, if I'm really going to be on this journey, then I can't pick and choose.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, everything went out the window. And the funny thing is, like, I remember when I did 1 year, I was like, 1 year, mad. And then now it's 4 years and I'm used to being this me rather than the person I was before then. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy. It's not your power. It's simply the grace of God.
Can I ask a question?
Because it will test you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I've had conversations with people where they say, oh, okay, if you're gonna get married, you want to test the car before you drive it, right? Yeah. And because at the end of the day, when you marry this person, you're stuck with that car for the rest of your life.
Right.
There's no going out. There's no stepping out. You want to be, you've decided to do this. It's me and you to death do us part. Now, with your it's not a situation. It's a great thing. Exactly. With the way that you live. Is that going to affect you in any way?
I don't think so, really and truly, because I feel like even more than sex, like it takes way more to make a marriage work. So if I feel like sex is a thing of, first of all, connection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you connect with somebody on a level deeper than just the surface,
Right.
and there's a way you relate with somebody that you can kind of tell what kind of person the person would be.
Is,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, we all have the same organs. So now just put some things that pass.
Some are tiny, peeny.
Oh
Don't worry
gosh.
about that one. The point I'm trying to make is like it's not really about, you know, what I think it would be great, or because if I'm with somebody, even if we're not sexually active, right, there's a vibe that I would be able to tell if you're about that life
when it's
or
time
not.
to get down.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's going
I
down.
don't concern myself with that because there's really nothing I can do about it.
Right.
I'm not gonna go back on what I believe in or what I feel like God says or God wants me to do because I want to test the microphone. You know what I'm saying? So I move in faith and I don't bother myself about what I can control.
Right.
Yeah.
Question. Since you've been celibate, right? What has it been like with women? Because I know from speaking personally,
Right.
you know, I think ideally a woman probably would gravitate more towards a man who says he's celibate or whatever, simply because it's like, oh, you really about your faith, like you're really serious.
Now
Like
the temptation is madness, man.
yeah, I'm sure those women
Not
probably
even
want to
gonna
be the
front.
ones to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the person to
Yeah, like
break that.
to be honest,
I'm
the
bad
temptation
like
is
that.
mad.
Yeah.
Temptation is mad. Like, it's even beyond what the women feel because you need to understand, like, we are spiritual beings. So everything happens in the spiritual before it does happen in the physical.
Right.
So without me preaching on this, you know, this topic, right? There's forces that be that once you take a certain decision in your journey,
Right.
then they make it what's it called? They mark you pretty much important. So whatever you stand for, there's going to be continuous forces trying to break you. You know what I'm saying? So it's even beyond man and woman. It's just like the way the universe, quote unquote, is, you know what I'm saying, set up. So like, you know, for me, it's been a thing where like the first year, second year, it was easy because like I was always at church. I was always doing like church stuff and stuff like that. Like I actually didn't do no music or work or anything for a while, you know, because I felt like this is such a big life-changing experience that beyond the sex, just like being saved, that I needed to really understand and immerse myself in what it means to be saved. You know what I'm saying? So I actually used years to focus and read the Bible and, you know, commune with brothers and sisters in church and stuff like that. So for me, I feel like when I got back to the grind, was when they were like, hey, see you now. Get him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's you know, to the glory of God, like I said, it's not by my power. It's not by anybody's power. It's simply just believing and holding on to the grace.
Wow.
And, you know, you make it. There's times where you almost fall. You feel me? So it's not like, oh, I don't want Superman, just nothing to happen. You have to fight for it.
Absolutely.
You have to fight for it, you know.
This is so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's take a little break real quick, okay?
All right.
Let's get back into the music. Okay, we've got Rihanna with Sex With Me. I'm sure a woman probably came up to you like, yeah, you know, I hear you're celibate and all that. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
But I ain't listening.
Sex With Me is
Yeah, man.
amazing.
I mean, it happens, man. But like, you know, you have to stick to your guns.
You gotta stick to your guns, right?
Yeah.
We got Rihanna with Sex With Me.
Ladies Lounge. Only on Hot 93.3.
We are now with Olori Coitus. Oh, did we lose her? I think we lost her. Hello? Oh, we lost her. Okay, we'll give her a call back in a minute. But guys, so welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Chilling, man.
Are you asking us or the people who are listening?
You, everybody, because I think everyone's on their toes right now. They're like, oh god, they're talking about sex.
And it's so weird because everybody's just trying to act like they're not doing it. But who's having all these babies every day?
Yeah, right?
What are you guys doing? Immaculate conception?
Babies are popping off every day, everywhere. So, I think I'll call again. But hello? Yeah. This one? Hello? Hello?
Oh my God!
Hi.
Why are Nigerian networks like this? Like right at seconds, you were like, "Welcome back," and you'll go, "Boom."
I know, right? Welcome back. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
How are
Good. How are
you?
you?
Welcome. You are on air with us. We are here with Lynxxx and
Hey.
Laura.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Hello, guys. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're
good.
great.
Man.
So if for those who don't know you, introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Yusti. I am a sex educator and a sex coach. I run a business called Olori Coitus, which literally is translated to goddess, or would you say queen of sex? So I just teach you how to, have a healthy and fun and safe sex life. Pretty much. That's it.
Amazing. All right.
Great.
So we wanted to talk about like contraception and the different forms of it. Cause you you're the expert, so you can inform us a little bit on the different types. 'Cause I think a lot of people don't really know the options that are out there.
Yeah. So when it comes to contraception, the most common one are condoms. So that's what everyone, mostly knows about, or birth control pills. But there are quite a number of other types of contraceptives in the market. For example, we have IUDs, which are the intrauterine devices. Some people call them coils, or they go under like a number of trade names, right? Like Paragard and Mirena. There's a copper one and there's a plastic one. That one goes like you have to go to like a doctor or a midwife, and they'll put it in to the uterus. The great thing about that is it's something that you don't have to worry about for like 3 to 5 years. So it's more of a long-term type of birth control.
I heard though that it like makes you gain weight.
No, that's not the one that makes you gain weight.
Oh, which one makes you gain weight? Because that one is the devil.
So the ones that you could gain weight on are usually like hormonal birth control. So we're talking pills, we're talking injections, we're talking the implant. So literally anything that has hormones can make you gain weight. It doesn't necessarily mean it will. The reason why some people gain weight on it is like when you put hormones in your body, everyone's body reacts differently, right? Some people put it on and they might lose weight. Some people put it on and they gain weight. Some people use birth control and they get like super clear skin. In fact, that's one of the reasons why some people get prescribed to go on birth control, because maybe they have like really, really bad cystic acne and really bad pimples, and their doctor will say, hey, get on birth control, and their pimples will clear. Some people take birth control and they stop having periods, while some people, it actually regulates their period. Like if you're someone who has irregular periods, you get your period maybe like every 3 months, or just, like it comes randomly. You can't really, tell when your period should come. Meanwhile, you should normally get a period like every 25 to 30 something days. So you can get on birth control, a hormonal kind of birth control, and it would actually help you regulate it and make it come as it should. So there's so many reasons why you could get on birth control aside like birth control itself.
All right. You know what? I heard about a male contraceptive pill that they're working on. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, so last year, I believe the FDA in the US approved a contraceptive pill for men. And this is like really awesome for someone like me, because a lot of times we find that the burden of birth control is on the woman. So all these things I talked about, the IUD, the implants, the pills, all of that, these are things that women have. It's the woman who does it. Right?
Yeah.
Besides the condom, I mean, there's a female condom as well, but the most common one we know is the male condom. So it was really exciting to just hear that, to find out that, okay, so there's been research. We've been hearing about the research for a few years. I think I've been hearing about it since like 2015.
Yeah,
so
same.
It was really exciting to hear that, there's actually it's been approved. And so we're looking forward to having it in the market. And hopefully, it will be on the uptake and more men will.
Yeah, the men are not accepting it.
Yeah, I think men are like, what? Why do I have to use
They're not
use it?
They're not taking it.
But they need to take it, because if you think about it,
They need to take it.
Men have more sexual partners, tend to have more sexual partners than women, right?
Right. So control yourself.
Martin don't even now. We'll talk through. We'll talk true. Streets not streets nowadays.
Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah. But my point is, if you're a guy and you don't want to hear any stories that touch, you don't want any girl to say, hey, I'm pregnant. You be like, no, you can't be pregnant. I'm on the pill.
You know?
You get me?
I think that should be a reason why they want to jump on it. As a guy,
you cannot be responsible. Like, listen, I'm on the pill, so you cannot be pregnant.
It can't be for me.
It can't be for me. I know I took care of what I got to take care of. That's true. That's a good angle. Yeah, so guys need to take more.
But the boys are not. The guys are not accepting it. Actually, a lot of them just are icked about it. They don't want to even. You know, when you hear things like, "Oh, it makes you gain weight. It makes you do this."
Hormonal imbalances.
Exactly. And then imagine a guy who normally is calm. One day will just come out from nowhere. Girl, I was going on. And then it turns out the pill is affecting them because, you know, the hormones are not balanced properly. And, you know, mine is becoming very irritating because these are signs and symptoms of these things. Or they start licking sperm every time.
Huh?
Oh my
You what?
What?
I mean, there are ladies who spot. There are ladies who spot constantly. There are ladies who spot constantly. Every day. Every single day. From the first time they take that pill till the end.
You know what though? The thing is, if you get on one type of birth control and it doesn't work well for you, maybe it's making you feel depressed, it's making you feel anxiety, you're feeling really, you're feeling off for one reason or the other, you're gaining weight, you're feeling all these kind of side effects. It's okay for you to switch. You don't have to be stuck. The issue we have a lot of times is people feel like, oh, they've been recommended this type of birth control, and so they have to just use it. And so whatever else comes with it, they just like suck it up. No, you don't have to suffer. If you started, for example, using like an implant and you just found that like, oh, you're constantly bleeding, you've been bleeding for like months and it really hasn't stopped, then you can be like, hey, go see your health provider and be like, hey, I don't like this. Can we switch to another one? Even with birth control pills, they're like over 20 different combinations of birth control pills. So if one doesn't work for you,
another one will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited about this male contraceptive. I'm like, just take it. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah,
you know,
do the thing.
Exactly.
I'm about some women slipping it in their man's drink or something. Hey, babe, here's your coffee.
Oh my god!
Because the guy's tired of taking pills every time. I mean, take a break. Let someone else take the burden.
My question is like, is there a pill that the guy will have to take every day?
Well, that's what actually coming out into the market soon. That's the one that has been approved. So I believe that it would be every day.
Because women take it every day too. No, you just set an alarm on your phone.
Yeah, just have an alarm on your phone.
Well,
that's what a lot of women do.
Now the money day.
That's what a lot of women do.
Guy's gonna wake up at 9, get his water.
It's a very tiny pill. So the people who just set an alarm, you know that 12 o'clock every day.
You don't even have to. You just
exactly.
Yeah.
12 o'clock every day. You know, say you guys pop the simple say your mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's funny.
But the thing is, I mean, I'm sure usually we'll start with that, and maybe over time they'll be able to make implants for men the way we have the implant. For example, the contraceptive implant is one that you can have for like, some are 3 months, some are like a year, that you live on, and you just kind of set it and forget it.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about it for a while.
They can get the shots for the men too, where you just take a shot and 3 months later you come back for another one. That can be easier than popping one. That can be easier than popping
I actually heard
pills. Something
like that. I think men are doing something like that. That it's going to stop even when they ejaculate, it's going to stop their sperm from coming out.
Well,
that's not healthy.
Yeah, so it will
just be liquid or something. Just be the semen without the.
Yes, and there'll be no sperm.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Wanna enjoy?
That doesn't sound healthy at all.
No. It's meant to be just the semen. Like,
what is your sperm doing for you if you're not ready to be a dad?
True that.
I mean, I'm not using it, and I'm not doing so peace, so. So I don't know. Maybe we'll interview the sperm later.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness. All right, we wanted to.
I mean, at the end, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that, like, even with all this, all these fans and jokes and everything, at the end of the day, right? It's really important for people to be having safe sex.
Right.
So, like, we're talking contraceptives and all that. We're doing that with the assumption that, like, both of you have been tested
Right.
for STIs, right? You both know you're not just HIV, but like hepatitis, chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, and all the gamut. So it's not just, oh, yeah, we're just brapping and not knowing where, you know, we're getting stuff from. So you just want to be sure because you're monogamous to this person, but are you 100% sure that this person's monogamous to you?
Mm-hmm. This Lagos.
That's another problem.
This world.
Exactly. It's not just
in
Lagos.
this world.
In this world.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
You're thinking it's just me and you know. And then the other person is me, you, and Simbi and
sometimes, even when you're both monogamous, right? Are you the first person they're with?
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
and sometimes some people you can get something like hepatitis is something you can actually get without sexually being active with someone. It can be transmitted through saliva and some other, you know.
Right.
So, for example, I could be a virgin, but I'm already infected with hepatitis. So if I'm going to have sex with you, even though I haven't had sex with someone else, I could infect you with hepatitis.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So
basically,
So
bottom
really
line, get tested, no matter what.
Get tested, y'all. Go get tested.
Get tested. I want to talk something really like, you know, a bit cringe, but we have to talk on it, right? Crimson Tide. Have you ever heard of that?
Is that like a food or something?
No.
You should have known it's not food. You should have known it's not food. From the moment they said, I don't even know what that means. Yogurt. But it don't sound like food to me, bro.
Lynxxx, wait till you know what it is. You're gonna vomit.
I know.
It's not yogurt. It's not yogurt.
It don't even sound right.
It is sex on your period.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I just wanted to talk about it. I just want to mention, because let me tell you, people don't want to talk about it, but people do it.
Yeah, people do.
Not me.
Yeah.
Hell no. But people do it. Like, is there health benefits? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I just want to know.
Well, okay. So first of all, right, sex during your period, it's a bit taboo in some cultures. Like, and when I mean taboo, I just mean people feel, you know, blood, like, you know, you're bleeding. I don't want to go near that. Even some of the women, I mean, just traditionally, we've just been told that, you know, that's all icky. Like, there's some cultures where, I think even in the Bible, there's a part where, like, when during a woman's period, like, she would stay away from the town.
That's the Old Testament.
She can't touch. Exactly. You know, and I think even with, like, Muslims, like, they don't fast. Like, during Ramadan, like, a woman won't fast, like, when she's on her period and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of cultural and maybe some religious significance to that. However, right?
However, break it down. Give us all the tea.
So, sex during your period is something that can be really pleasurable. And the reason is you don't have to worry about
Lynxxx is laughing so hard.
Like,
you don't have to worry about lubricants, extra slippery.
God.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those things that, like, don't knock it till you've tried it once.
Have you tried it?
let me explain. And another thing is, people assume that when you're on your period, you're just bleeding it's like a tap of blood, right? You're just gushing all around. Meanwhile, it just comes in bursts.
Yeah.
So usually, like, maybe after, like, the first or second day, which is the heaviest, maybe by, like, day 3, and women get super horny during their period.
Oh, my gosh. I always think it's like a curse from God.
I don't know how God says that thing.
But that one time where you can't,
listen, it's
when you're horniest.
After. And those are the worst times. Those are the days you can actually get pregnant. And it's like before and after. Like, how did it happen?
You know, it's evolutionary, right? If you think about it from an evolutionary perspective, right before your period, your body is primed for you to take in. Like, let me use the Yoruba Nollywood.
I've taken it in.
For you to take in, right? Your body is primed to take in. And so you're horny because, you know, you're just like...
Your body's literally trying to make you pregnant.
Ready to be pregnant,
yeah.
Right? And so I think that also has... But a lot of times when women on their period, like around the 3rd, 4th, 5th day, they get, like, really horny.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? And by then, the blood is not gushing. It's literally just coming, like, in trickles. And all you have to do is, you know, maybe put like a sheet, like a towel or something, like, on the bed so you don't stain.
I want to say something. I want to say something. Please.
In the bathroom.
No, wait. I want to say something, please.
Go ahead.
I've heard that in the process of having sex during your period, the the penis is in the business,
Okay.
at that point the blood is not coming out anymore. It's like just held up at that point till you're done. Then it comes out.
Yeah.
So even if saying, oh, it's going to be messy, it's actually not messy. The only thing that gets messy is when the protection comes out, and then you notice, of course, the walls of your uterus or whatever is already stained with a little bit of redness. So it comes out with it. But then when the process is going on, it doesn't flow.
When you've ejaculated, like when the guy has ejaculated, so it just, a lot of times, even without your period, like when a man ejaculates, it trickles back out of the woman. Like, your body doesn't like absorb all the semen.
Right.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yes, things just push the sense to the other side.
We're just learning. Interesting.
Educative.
It's really, you know what as well, another question that I promised to bring up, because I need to clarify for all my guy friends out there who keep asking this question, right? I'm sure you're going to feel a little uncomfortable about this, Lynxxx, right? The G-spot, right? For men.
I know the
The G-spot for men is in the buttocks area, right?
Dummy.
Yes, it is. So, otherwise known as the T-spot.
Okay.
If I use the technical term, it's on the anterior wall of their rectum.
Okay.
So, meaning, when you take your finger into the anus.
Right when you stick your finger into a guy's bumhole, it's interesting for them, right?
In fact, like, so for example, if you're giving him head and you want to finish him off like super quickly, but you don't have to go like super deep though. It's literally, so the thing is, between the penis
Y'all making Lynxxx uncomfortable, man. Didn't they tell you the topic before you came on?
Carry on, girl.
Between the penis and the anus, there's this landing strip.
Yes.
Right. It's actually right on. So where the P-spot is like right there. So you can't. If you're very good, like if you do enough massage, you can actually try to reach it from the outside. But the easiest way is from the inside. So when you just stick the finger into the anus, right? Not far, just like a third of the finger.
Okay.
And massage gently. The guy will actually, the man will have like a really, really super intense orgasm. But we know that our Nigerian men.
Nah, don't finish that sentence. Do not finish that sentence because that's a lie. Nigerian men?
No, not all. But let me tell you something though. A lot of the men, when we're having this conversation, right? This is not like in a sexual context, right? We're just sitting down and talking and having that. In the middle of sex, that might be a different story.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So sometimes when people say, "Oh no, never! I could never! Oh my God!"
That's why I said don't finish that sentence because them brothers, no. You will be shocked at the kind of things that they actually do.
I think a lot of men are literally, they would say, "Oh yeah, me never. What? That's quote unquote gay." But that is naturally, scientifically, and biologically, your G-spot that's where your G-spot is.
I don't need the G-spot. You guys can have it.
He's not interested in it for now.
I was going to say that. The thing about it, though, is that, like, just like the female G-spot, you don't have to put too much emphasis on it. Like, it's great to have, it's great to stroke, and it's great, but, like, you can definitely go your whole life without having it.
Right.
Stimulated, and you still have like a bomb and fantastic sex life. So it's just like a lot of men come to me and like, "Oh, how do I find my girl's G-spot?" Like I'm trying to read, because you have to say
Google. Can't believe you just said Google. Can't believe you just said Google, guy. But I have a question, please. Sorry if you get uncomfortable. But is it? I've heard you saying that goes that every girl squirts. Is that true?
No.
No. Not every. So every female does not have the ability to squirt. Not every female.
A lot of people just say the guy has know what he's doing. But
first of all, y'all need to stop watching porn. Like everyone just needs to quit. Like everyone just needs to quit porn. And the porn industry can come after me, whatever. I say all the time. Porn gives a lot of unrealistic expectations. Like it puts this idea in your head about this is how it should be, right? Meanwhile, the people who are acting porn, they're actors. They're paid to portray what they believe is, is how sex should be. So, and they've edited it, right? So when you're watching it, at the point where, in normal sex, right, you can be having sex, maybe he pushes your leg one way and you're like, ow, 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 I'm crapping up. You don't see that in porn, right? The point where you're like, okay, I need a break, I need to drink some water. Okay, like all that, like all the stuff that's not beautiful and stylish and real life. Sometimes you need to get up and go take a leak. But these things are not shown in porn. In porn, like when a woman has an orgasm, she's like screaming and throwing herself around, like, A lot of times, like in real life, not everybody will be screaming and thrashing about when they orgasm. Some people squirt and haven't even realized they squirted. But when you watch porn, it makes it look like, she just opened the tap and she's just like,
she really just said open the tap. I'm finished.
You get what I mean? So the thing with squirting, right, is that a lot of women can squirt, but not every woman will squirt. But the ability to squirt or not does not take away from the amount of sexual pleasure you get.
Right.
Because squirting is like, how do I put this? It's a body reaction, right? But it doesn't mean that like you can squirt and not orgasm, and you can orgasm and not squirt.
Right.
They're not, you understand? So they're not, while they're not mutually exclusive, you don't have to have the both of them at the same time. So squirting is all nice and good, but sometimes a woman could squirt. It could be like a little bit, it could be a lot. Sometimes you squirt just a little and it just adds like more lubrication into the vagina. So you can't even really tell that.
Yeah, I just hope that people that are listening to this thing in their car don't bash their car. Because what?
People are getting educated, which is good. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even know these things. Right. A lot of women as well are not very like sexually liberated. It's like a hush
because when you do, they say you're a whore.
Yes. When you know about yourself, when you know about your anatomy, especially,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. People. I heard, I was doing extensive research, of course, and I had to do my research. I can't come on air and speak on things that I don't know about, right? So, I heard that there are 4 types of orgasms for women. Is that true?
Orgasm, madamsm.
The clitoral, the G-spot orgasm, female ejaculation, and cervical orgasm as well.
Which one is the penetration? Because there's some people who would not come with penetration, but will come from the surface. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
So the thing is that I tend to, first of all, just shy away from putting too much emphasis on orgasm. I like to talk more about pleasure because you won't. It's funny because we're talking about this. I posted on my Insta page today, and I was asking that, like, how can you end sex without faking an orgasm? Because a lot of women fake orgasm.
Okay, calm down.
Even men actually fake orgasms, although we have more women than men that do. Right? And it's just this idea of sex is so goal-oriented, right? It's doing this for this goal, and the goal is orgasm. So if you haven't had an orgasm, then what's the point? Why have we done it? Meanwhile, that's not the goal. It's to feel good. The goal of sex is to feel good, right? So you feel good, I feel good. I might have an orgasm. Yeah, I might not. But did it feel great? Yes, it did. Sometimes there are reasons why you just want orgasm. You might be doing it, like, doing everything right, and you're just not in the mindset. You could be even just hormonal. You could just not be in the mood. Right. Sometimes it just didn't happen, but it felt good, and so we're like, okay, babe, this was great. We'll try again next time. when it becomes a problem is if every single sexual encounter you don't orgasm. Then we have to look at why and fix that. But if maybe 1 out of 5 times or 1 out of 10 times you don't, it's not a problem. Like, it doesn't mean that there's essentially a problem. So your question about types of orgasms, it's more, I think when they say types of orgasms, it's more about the different ways in which you can reach orgasm as opposed to types exactly. So like most women, so there are 3 of us women here. If we assume that Lynxxx is a woman,
I'm not.
then there's 4 of us. No, I'm just so 3 out of 4 women will not have an orgasm with just penetration alone. So meaning that if the penis is just stroking the vagina in and out, and nothing else, 3 out of 4 women won't have an orgasm. But
guys, did you hear that?
Women,
I'm just
you need to hear that.
They need to, like, you know what? I need some people to join in on the conversation. Can you hit us up on the WhatsApp portal on 081-800-899-33? Send us some messages. I want to know what other people think as well. Text in some messages. Send us voice notes as well. I want people to talk about this because people are radio silent today. They're really listening attentively. Carry on.
Yeah, so when I say what come with penetration alone, it doesn't mean that you're not going to come with penetration. It means that penetration alone. So you need to add clitoral stimulation, nipple stimulation, kissing, rubbing, sucking, like extra things.
My guy is uncomfortable.
Go ahead.
You're not just going to be putting, it's not just pumping, boom, 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 in, out, and expect her to come. She's not likely to. You need to do other things.
Right. Okay.
So that, you get what I mean? So now, if you're now looking at, there's clitoral. The clitoris is the one organ in the human body that was made entirely for nothing else but pleasure. Like, what does that tell you? God doesn't make mistakes.
So make sure you pay attention to the clitoris. Don't just show up, ram it in, and leave. No.
Some people want to show up and ram it in and
leave. Foreplay is important.
In fact, you know what? Don't call it foreplay. Call it sex play. Because it's not just before you penetrate. It's throughout. Even when you're even when you're, penetrating and all that, continue to play.
Do you understand?
You have dropped so much knowledge. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking our call and coming onto the show. We really appreciate you. We will definitely need to get you in the studio another day and talk more about this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook and Twitter at Olori Coitus. So that's Olori, Olori, and Coitus, Coitus, one word.
All right, that's for people who want to, send you a private message and ask you a few more questions.
I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of private messages.
There's going to be a lot of private messages about this afterwards. And there's no shame in it. People want to learn, so that's
but
good.
Then the hypocrisy in us will not let us be.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Take you, ladies.
All right, we'll take have a good night. We're going to take a quick music break, and we got Beyonce with Rocket.
Ladies Lounge, only on Hot 93.3.
Are still talking about sex, okay? I want to hear from you. I want to hear you guys hit me up on the WhatsApp portal on 081-800-899-33. I want to hear personal experiences when it comes to all the stuff that we've been talking about today. Don't be shy. We can keep you anonymous. Don't worry. We've got Lynxxx in the building. We've got Laura in the building still. And thank you so much again to Olori Coitus for giving us all of that knowledge. Make sure you hit her up on Olori Coitus on Twitter and Instagram as well for more information on that. I mean, we're grown, right? Mm-hmm. And we want to learn more, and we want to know. Listen, at the end of the day, everybody does it. Like, that's just a basic fact. Everybody does it. When you're of age, of course. When you are, we don't condone if you're not of age. Everybody does it. So it's better to be well equipped when you're, about to do it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well equipped. When you say be well equipped, what are you talking about?
I mean,
wear your condoms?
Yes. Male condoms, female condoms.
Wear double.
Contraceptions.
Wear double, because them things can break and you dare not be, what happened? Is it still there? Ain't nobody got time for those questions.
You know what? I want to ask a question to you, Laura. Do you think size matters?
Listen, it's not about size. See, to a certain extent, if you get what I mean, to a certain extent. But then again, some people might have bulldozers and can't do nada with it. You know, they can't do anything with it. But then you see like a guy with a normal size. And he is
they know how to manipulate.
And he's like taking time bomb. You get what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes it's not about size, but sometimes
size matters a little bit.
Sometimes it matters a little bit because my pinky finger, I mean.
Okay, we're not talking about micro penises.
Okay, all right.
That's not.
Just getting it out there.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about like.
What's on your order?
Micro.
Because, it's not about the size, it's how you use it at the end of the day. You know, there's some people who, like I said, bulldozers, and then they're just hurting you. And all you want to do is get off me, bruh. I'm not even trying. And then there's people who are moderately sized and they can use it and they can use every single thing. And then there's some people who are micro sized and they still know how to, function with other equipments that they can, fingers,
other equipment.
I'm talking fingers, I'm talking, tongue and whatnot. And then sometimes that's better off. I kind of feel like people who have tiny, itty bitty things know how to make up for it in some ways. Yeah, they know how to compensate for, what they're lacking in the down area. So it's not always about size, how you use it.
It's true. And you know what? I always feel like, I think
nobody choose Abu.
A friend of mine said to me, I'm just laughing so hard because she said, ugly guys do it best.
Well,
that's how I'm laughing.
Ask her how she knew.
I don't know because she was like, you know what she said? She was like, she said that because when it's an ugly guy,
he's making up for
a broke guy or something like that. Someone who's lacking in some sort of department.
They always try to make up for it.
They make up for it because they know themselves that they have to work extra hard.
But the fine boys,
if I finally get you, Sha, I have to make sure I can keep you.
Come back.
I have to make sure you come back.
But the fine boy doesn't really care because, he's cute and whatnot, so he thinks it's
so he relies on his cuteness alone and just is like,
sometimes they're blessed in both ways.
Fine boy is calling, let's hear from you. Defend yourself.
Defend yourselves.
Fine boys.
Defend your title. That's no. Right. I don't know. It's not about size. Some people don't know how to use it even when they're well equipped. So.
True. Oh, someone just messaged in, David. He says, I think he's talking about periods. So he said, yeah, my girlfriend was with me for some days, but when she started her period, we just could not have sex and I had no erection. But when not on her period, we can be on for hours. I think I'm good at that. Okay, sir. Yes, get your life.
I think the guy has it's a mental block for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just some people who can't just stand the thought of, the blood or whatever. I saw a post on Instagram the other day where a guy posted up saying a girl is 34, she's a virgin, and her man who she's engaged to says that she should go get this virgin by somebody else and then come back, that he's afraid of the sight of blood.
Bruh.
And I'm thinking you're an idiot, but that's not the
but
case.
Carry on.
Yeah, but that's not the case. The thing is that I think there's some people who are legit scared of the blood thing. So I'm wondering what you guys really want. I thought you guys wanted virgins. I mean,
you know what? Some people, I think I've actually heard that before. Some guys being like, "No, I'd rather you just go off somewhere else."
My DMs were like, "That virgin thing is hard. It's hard." And I'm like, "What do people really want in this life?"
Fun. That's what they want.
Yeah. So, Lynxxx, personal question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would your preference be a virgin, or what do you think? As someone being celibate, like when you want to get married?
I don't think I have a preference in terms of virgin or not, because I'm not a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be making those kind of requests, because then you kind of narrow down. So what if the person God has for me is just like me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that really doesn't matter to me. I think one thing I was going to say was with celibacy, one thing I've realized from my experience is in relationships, or when you're talking to somebody, you nurture other parts of a relationship that actually build a solid foundation, because you're not being distracted or jaded by sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, for example, you could be dating this guy now, the sex is fantastic, but you guys don't get along. But you would hold on to that relationship just because the sex is fantastic.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then you might be feeding off another guy in terms of there's another guy you get on with, so you give him your attention. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's down to sex, just your boyfriend.
Yeah.
So when it's all said and done, one day when the scales fall from your eyes, you realize like, what the hell am I doing here? You feel me? So I think sex makes us put up with a lot of things that on a normal day with clear eye
we would never.
you know what I'm saying?
Me,
so for me, it's like seeing the way I relate with females now or female now. It's like it's more substantial than anything else because we have, you know, more focus on building.
Right.
We have more focus on paying attention to things that would actually help the relationship be strong. You know what I mean? So that's how I've seen it's worked in my favor in terms of like, okay, cool, I'm not feeling this side of my life, but every other side is a lot stronger now because there's no time to be dipping and dabbing.
You're not distracted.
Exactly.
You're not getting your judgment clouded. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, and then, you know, when you're on that journey as well, in as much as temptation is a lot, it also helps you focus on things that on a normal day, using your time to share between putting your energy in a basket that you know is going to be fruitful to maybe your hustle or whatever. And then you're also using that time to chase babes. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot more focus in terms of just like priorities.
Yeah.
You know? So
absolutely. I think we have a voice note, so I'm going to play that real quick. I hope there's no curse words in it because I didn't bet it first. But let's listen to a listener. Let's see. Ooh, is the volume up? No. Hold on 1 second. There we go.
Yeah, talking about sizes, you know, let's say, to some extent, some ladies take it too personal and too serious. And that leads to guys masturbating, unable to approach them, or probably they've gone out with a girl, had sex the first time, and the girl tend to see the size and like, wow, this is small. But she might not say it to the face of the guy to avoid the guy from being discouraged or feeling bad.
Oh, sorry. Guys, you can't call the WhatsApp. We don't answer calls from the WhatsApp. The number to call is 081-824-26591. Okay? That's the number to call if you want to call in on the station. But we were listening to this guy.
Or something. But there won't be another time because the girl will be like, the lady will be like, hello, what you carrying is small, so I don't even enjoy it. Because I really think, okay, what will not be the remedy of those having a smaller size? Is it that they should go take some medicines or they should just look for whoever will accept them with the small one they have or something?
Lynxxx, question that do you care to answer?
I think like just going off what he said, like I think the most important thing is like self-confidence. It can really mess with your self-confidence as a man, you know. And then like he said, that would hinder you from being able to approach a woman or what. It's like it would damage you mentally. Right. So in terms of that, like Laura said already, it's not necessarily a size thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if any guy should believe that it's just a size thing, then yeah, let him walk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
first
true.
of all, like your confidence level, it's not even about sex. Like as a man, like irrespective of where you find yourself or whatever situation you're in, like your confidence is all you have. And with confidence, you can make anything pop off.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like it's a confidence thing more than a size thing, because if you're a man who is sure of yourself, irrespective of however you find yourself, you
Right.
move right. You know, so
That's true.
yeah.
Because you know, out here, any guy ask the woman, you know, is it wide or is it dainty or whatnot? Just know how to use it, and I think you're gonna be fine.
Absolutely, know how to use it. So I think that's when foreplay comes in, or as Lori Quetta said, play.
Yes,
just
that's
play throughout.
where that comes on, because a lot of people sometimes enjoy the foreplay more than they enjoy the actual, you know,
penetration.
Some people would rather feed off, you know, loads and loads of foreplay. Like, you just, in fact, you know what? That's the sex for them. So just find what works and however it works, and
find what works for you. Exactly. Also, I want to talk a little bit about, I don't know if Lynxxx, you did this back in your day, if you were pimping and chilling about, gallivanting.
Pimping ain't easy.
Gallivanting. You're a sweet boy now. You're
sweet boy.
Sweet boy,
Fresh
so I'm sure back in the day, were you one of those people, that whole withdrawal after sex thing, when you just had sex with someone and you're like, okay,
that's it.
Bye. Time to go. Like, did you ever do something like that?
You now become very busy when you weren't busy.
All of a sudden.
Like, in as much as I'm not sexually active, right? The truth is, I feel like if I want to speak for men in that aspect, I feel like men right after sex just want to just relax. They don't want to they don't want any. Okay, so it's like an anticlimax at the point of climax.
Let's just come back.
You get what I'm saying?
Your senses just
like immediately it's like boom. Oh, make I just relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Like at that moment, we just want to be kind of left alone. It's not something we control. It's just how it is.
Right. Well, there's some women who are like that too.
Yeah.
Like bang bang to the bang, you're done. Okay, move up. Don't try to cuddle me. Don't talk to me.
Let's say there's a 30-minute buffer. That 30 minutes, the guy just wants his space.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with you. You could be Beyonce for all he cares.
Right.
It's just like at that moment, I want to check my phone and check my messages. I want to see
your senses have come back.
What sports is saying at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to just be.
Right.
Sorry, pardon me for asking. Is this a thing of where, if it's your girlfriend, or maybe it's a one night stand?
Like, does that work for?
It doesn't matter who it is.
Okay.
It's just in general.
Okay.
In general.
Yeah, it's just in general. Like you just want your space in that moment.
Okay, so you're saying it's a thing that all guys feel.
To my knowledge.
Okay. See, I always wondered about that.
I don't have the absolute answer, but like to my knowledge, yes.
I don't know.
That kind of makes sense because even sometimes you want to be left alone when the deed is done. You want to take a nap, or maybe first things first, take a shower, or get cleaned up, and then you want to just,
bounce,
just be there, eat food. If the people who vape, they want to vape, but they want to do anything. You should get what I mean. At that point, it's like the hormones in your body are now calm, so you want to be calm on your own too and just relax. So it's not. I don't think it's a thing of, it's only when you now in your head you now start thinking, which people do. They start overthinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has finished now. Okay, so what are we?
Exactly.
We are nothing but pencil in the hand of the creator. That's what we are. I mean, that's what we are at that moment. So.
Yeah. That whole what are we starts to creep in, and you're like, okay, so that just happened, and are you staying? Are you gonna cuddle? Are you going to? Are we gonna get married now?
Don't stay over. Get up, leave. It's time. Your Uber is outside.
Over,
Right. Like, yeah, man. Like, it has nothing to do with. It's not people. Like, I feel like people read meaning into it in a way that you now make it personal, and it's not even about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could be Rihanna, man. Like, maybe if Rihanna, the guy just ginger, but overall, like, it's not about you. You feel me? So. Don't take it personal. It's just like the design of the male species.
See,
just
stop
like
don't do
this guys will be guys thing.
Stop saying the male species because there's some women who be feeling the same way. Yo.
Yeah, represent the women.
Well, okay.
I'm a man. I can't talk for women. I'm not a woman.
Sorry, don't vex, please. Don't vex.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Like, can we not do that whole boys will be boys thing? I hate that.
I don't know about
so
boys
much.
will be boys. I'm just telling you, like, in terms of design. You get what I'm saying? Like, irrespective of who the female is, that feeling is that feeling.
Or maybe it's just who the person is.
What you mean?
Maybe it's just who you are. Like
you are a personal space kind of person.
Exactly. At that point, you just want to. Because
I've heard guys talk about this in large numbers. So you feel me? Like it's not about me. You get me? It's something that's across the board. I don't think I've met any guy that has a different thing to say about this.
Well,
like I said, my answer is not absolute, but from as far as I know,
maybe I'll just do like a survey and just ask a bunch of guys.
I think we're gonna ask. I want to hear from you guys. Like, do you think Lynxxx is right? Do you agree with him? Do you think that right after sex it's just a thing where it's like you just want to be left alone for a while, or or are you just the cuddling type as well, or is it just like a personal preference? You can call us. You can call us on 081-824-26591, or send us a message on WhatsApp. Send us a voice note. Send us a message as well on 081-800-89933. All right. So more on that. I just want to talk about like slut shaming, right?
Right.
Women who are like sexually liberated, who openly talk about sex, and they have a healthy sex life. Like, what, Laura? I want to fire that question to you. Apparently, Nigerian women are one of the most promiscuous women in the world. A study showed.
A protection company.
Yeah,
a protection company did a survey, and we be wilding.
We be wilding, and yet we do not talk about sex.
Because once you talk about it, then automatically you are one of them types. I think it's a mentality that we got from back in the day, where women are not allowed to speak about certain things. Women are not allowed to do some certain things. Women are just restricted from having certain conversations. And I feel like the new generation of people who are breaking the norm. I don't think any girl.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, please turn on your radio set.
It's Donna.
Hi, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Adeyinka. I'm calling from Yaba.
Hi, nice to meet you. What's your input?
Yeah, just firstly, I want to commend you guys for doing a very good job,
Thank you.
Most people don't want to talk about it. Like, they'll be like, okay, is this not something that is religious? It's taking over people's lives, but they don't want to talk about it. But you guys are actually talking about it, like enlightening guys to know what they should know.
Thank you.
So a couple of times when you're with someone, after sex, obviously, most people are like, okay, I should rest a bit. But I think the opposite sex, like, what's going on? For me, I just like to snuggle a bit, and then we can take a nap.
Snuggle and take a nap.
And that's good.
That makes more. So that makes more sense instead of trying to trip you. Okay. So what are we now?
A simple pencil.
So it just allow people to make their own choice. Let them feel free with you, and then before you know it, the person is even confident with you. It's like they want to tell you stuff. Okay, do you enjoy it? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, all that conversation.
That's better than just do it and then you're like, okay, what are we doing now? Yeah,
So you don't agree with Lynxxx when he says that some people just want to relax and be left alone?
Yeah, a couple of them want to relax. Like myself, sometimes I want to relax and be left alone. Then later I can come back and okay, so what we can play, watch some movies,
Okay, so Netflix and chill after and everything. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input.
Yeah. I like you guys because I always listen to the station morning and evening, and it's you guys are doing a great job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks.
I want to get to keep it up.
Oh, thank you so much for calling.
Okay, have a nice program. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah, I totally agree with him. There's some guys who are very cuddly. They just want to cuddle and, just...
Not right immediately after.
Listen, right immediately after, Maggie. It's finished, they've gone to the bathroom, they've done their business, you've done your business. Once you get into bed, your hand is like this. Yeah, put your head on top. You get what I mean? So there are guys who are like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking, is it like a personal thing? But
no.
Seeing as,
But like I said, it's not an absolute answer. You get what I'm saying? Like if you do a poll on your Instagram, you get a more, accurate response on what guys are like.
Yeah.
But I'm confident enough to tell you that there'll be more guys that just want to chill than, it's just like, so I found
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone sent in a message. They said, sex is not love. Sex is even closer to lust than love. What makes a man disconnect from a woman after sex are usually moved by lust. But if it is love, it would make them bond. It would make them bond better, especially if it's mutual, and the man is not promiscuous by nature, or better still, the man has control over desire to cheat, and as such, he will not find it pleasurable to cheat because no need for such. Okay, thank you for that. Lots of people just sending in messages now. Yeah, so a lot of people are talking about this.
I like bits and bobs of that response. In terms of like, you know, the separating lust and love and all those things, it makes a lot of sense because, like I said, majority of the sex that's happening is not love based immediately. You know, it starts with lust. So
hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's Stanley calling from VA.
Nice to meet you, Stanley. What's your input?
Well, actually, about these ugly guys do it better and all.
Go on, speak about it. Oh, we lost Stanley. Call us back, Stanley. I knew he was about to say something fire.
When he started laughing, I knew it was going down.
Yeah, it was going down. Call us back, Stanley, okay?
That's funny, man.
Do you think so, though? Like, ugly guys, they got to put in a lot of more work.
Yeah, they put in extra work.
These people will be telling me I'm a guy, so I don't know all these P's. You guys are young guys.
Okay, why yanning
You
guys
guys young guys now.
Why yanning you, a guy?
I'm listening.
You don't know nothing about Zabi, pretty boy guy.
I don't know
what's
nothing.
happening.
You don't know
You
nothing.
don't know what's happening.
You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
The only thing that I know is her waist is cutie.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. This is CS from Igomo.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm good.
Turn
No,
on your
it's
radio
off.
set, please.
No, it's off, it's off.
All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Igomo.
Oh, okay. Why are we losing people?
People keep knocking the other people off.
I know. Don't worry. We can keep calling us. It's all right. We've only got 10 minutes left.
Damn, cool.
Yeah, we only got 10 minutes left. So
time runs quick when you're having fun.
yeah, when we're talking all about sex and stuff.
That's
know?
my favorite S word.
Hello. I don't know what's going on yet. All right. You know what? It's been great talking about this. I feel like people don't talk about it enough.
Nope, they don't.
You know, at the end of the day, let's not be hypocrites. Like sex, we talk about it. We do it all the time. Everybody
Hello.
does it. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Yeah, this is CS from Igomo.
Hi, CF. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you too?
I'm good. What's your input?
Yeah, all I would say is most times for me, you just want to rest. But, you know, from time and experiences over time, I've seen that the ladies just want you to cuddle and snuggle with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just do it.
Oh, God,
And
speak
in the
for
place of
yourself.
doing it, I
Don't be
just
saying
slip off.
ladies.
Exactly.
Don't be saying ladies. Speak for you too. You like to cuddle. You like to snuggle.
I just do it so that, you know, I'll be on the safe side. So I do it.
You know what? That will get you far. Knowing that the woman is always right. Yes, wonderful.
All right, then.
Thank you so much. Bye. I want Stanley to call us back.
Stanley.
You know, he doesn't want to fight. He said, you know what? Just take cuddle.
Oh, stop that. I feel like if you don't want to call, nobody can fight you for that. Like that's what I was asking. Is it like a relationship thing or a side thing?
Is it a side thing?
You guys are just, you know, doing, you know, it's bang, 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 bitty bang, and everybody goes to their house.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I was asking. Is it a personal thing or is it a relationship thing? I kind of feel like people who are in relationships are a little bit more intimate. You know, they want to be like, okay, my baby girl, my baby boy, and stuff like that. Well, people who are just banging, chit, I just don't care.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You just don't care. You're done. Okay, boom, roll over.
Yeah.
Turn
Hello?
your back and sleep.
No, we don't have another call. Yeah, people are calling in now. Now you want to call? It's when it's 10 minutes left on the show.
It's because we said Nigerians are hypocrites. So they're trying to prove us wrong.
Yeah. Now they're like, okay. Listen. It's time to talk. All of you have been silent before, but now people are really coming out and talking. More messages. Okay, someone says, how about in situations where after ejaculation from a guy and the lady doesn't seem satisfied, what is the guy supposed to do?
Get down.
So as to satisfy the lady, asking for more, because such can lead to losing the lady. 5 seconds man, according to her. Sad face. Okay.
Get down.
All right, sir. What you need to do is
Get down.
Get down for Clay.
Get down and get the eagle on, girl. I mean, get on your knees, bruh. Get on your knees, my G. That's all.
Basically, as we said, the clitoris is made literally just for pleasure. So that is where you need to go, because a lot of women do not come through penetration alone. They need that external penetration as well. So I think that's what you need to do. If you lack in some areas, that is the area you need to focus on. All right?
I'm hiding what I'm saying.
Just listen, when, like for people who are like 2 minutes men or like 5 minute men, all you have to do is when you say that you have, and then that's the end. Just get down.
Just get down. If you feel like she's not,
just get down.
Okay,
compensate. Get down. That's the end.
Yeah, exactly.
But make sure when you're going down there, you know what you're doing. Don't go down and go and be all using teeth and stuff.
Oh gosh. Hello? Oh. All right. Someone else, Victor from Surulere, says, yes, Lynxxx is right. After sex, some people do sleep off, while some just need the spare moment. They need a space at the moment.
Yeah, half time.
Half time.
Like, let me explain. Like, right after, like, there's a buffer before you reset to just being comfortable and just like there's some you just want to just be. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Just be.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, can you turn on your radio set, please?
You guys are on fire.
Where
are the ladies?
Where are the ladies? Hi, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Benga. I'm calling from Ireland.
Okay. What's your input, Benga?
Yeah, I'm just trying to agree with Lynxxx in the studio.
Okay.
That, after the sex, a lot of us actually don't want to do anything other than just to chill. And I think he's right again when he said it's nothing personal, and it isn't. For me personally, I take whatever excuse I can find not to cuddle after sex.
Why? Why so?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't understand why. I mean, most of the time when I choose to cuddle, I do it just because I don't want to offend the lady. So that she doesn't think it's just about the sex.
Okay.
But if there's something I can avoid, I will definitely avoid it.
Do you not like cuddling?
I do. That's the funny thing. If I have to cuddle before sex, I can do it all day.
Okay. So
after sex, I just want that space.
Why do you think so? I really want to get into this. Lynxxx said so, but why do you think that's what you want right after?
Well, to be honest, it's something I don't understand. I don't. And I don't think a lot of men understand why they act like that, but I just think it's just the way some men are. Maybe not all, but I think a lot of men are like that.
Okay. Thanks for your input. I didn't know. I'm learning a new thing. See, we're all learning. Thank you so much, Binga.
It's class, whatever.
Class is in session.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, Lynxxx, if you want to take away one thing from tonight, what would it be?
People are knocking Lagos. Shoot, no. I mean, like, I feel like, a lot of people are getting more open to discussing sexual related things, whether it's celibacy, whether it's contraceptions, whatever it is. It's like people are getting more comfortable with speaking on educating themselves about stuff like this. Because like, even if like I'm celibate, for example, then even if let's say I was a virgin guy, right, before I get married, I would want to know about everything there is to know, because no education is setting you up for failure. You feel me? So like, I feel like do your research, know what you need to know about things so that you are ahead of the curve in terms of like sex. For example, protecting yourself from certain situations, pregnancies, stuff like that. Like even as married couples, say you guys already have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the knowledge to know how, okay, you and your wife are going to be enjoying each other. Because right now, it's only 3 children you want. You feel me? So,
yeah.
The knowledge is important. Whether you're active or not, like, the knowledge is important. So, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Laura? What would you take away from tonight?
Listen, always be safe. Gotta stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, if you decide you want to be sexually active, be protected, be strapped. If you're not the type to want to use protections and whatnot, get tested. Make sure that you have a level of understanding with your partner that it's not even about trusting you. It's about both of us knowing that we want to be healthy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like for me to want to have sex with you, I feel like I can trust you enough to say, you know what? Listen, the day you step out, let me know straight up. No lying, no, because I feel like once they put that pressure of you can't see anybody else, you can't do this, and then the lying comes in and nobody wants to be truthful about it. So if you are going to be sexually active, if you're going to have sex, please stay safe, strap on. And yes, like he says, everybody's having sex, so we should quit with the hypocrisy. There's a bunch of people having sex and they're not going to tell you. They'll just wear cover up and come outside. You don't know what they're doing on the inside, so just live your life. Be happy as long as what you're doing doesn't affect anybody else. Just go ahead with it.
Absolutely.
Finally, before we go, I'd like to say, like, I've had so many conversations about like celibacy and stuff, yeah. And most times people are like, no, that was not for me. Now I can never do it. I don't have the strength to do it. It's like, I feel like people need to realize, like, everything starts with your mind. You feel me? Like, you can never know. See, the day that dog is chasing you is the day you know how you can jump. You feel me? So you can never know what you're capable of doing till you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Until you have a reason to do it. You feel me? So it is attainable if you put your mind to it and you're strong about what you believe in and you say this is the route you want to go. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. If you want to be celibate, I'll give you the cool points.
Well, make sure you holler at Uncle Lynxxx. He's got all the links.
He's
I'm
a
so
plug.
corny. I'm so sorry.
Yo,
so corny.
that's funny.
I just be like this all the time. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming onto the show. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you to Lynxxx.
Yeah.
And thank you to Laura for coming through. I think we had a very explosive show.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. We really broke it down talking about sex. And thank you to Olori Coitus as well for
That's such a mouthful.
I know Olori Coitus, the queen of sex. That's what it means. Like,
goddess of sex.
Queen of pleasure, isn't it? Yes. Woo.
Coitus is sex, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tortoise.
Coitus, not
Oh
tortoise.
my goodness. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. I really appreciate it.
Ladies Lounge, only on Hot 93.3.